All right, you two. I see what's going on right here. An uncalled for biased attack against the New York Knicks and the New York Knicks fan, okay? I also forgot today's the first day of the month, so we get the new promo on the first game of the month.
And it's the first game of the NBA Finals featuring a team that the Knicks were going to beat in 5.
I got to eat that. Welcome to the show. It's Carton Roberts on the Fan. We start today off with a letter handwritten to myself and Evan.
Oh, boy.
Hey, can you, before you go to the bathroom, can you give me letter reading music, please? I don't know where he's running off to, but I apologize if I know you got to go to the bathroom. If I can have some letter reading music. To Evan Roberts and Craig Carton, a.k.a. Ugly and Uglier.
So who's ugly and who's uglier? Since my name went first, I'm ugly.
I guess you're ugly.
And I think you're uglier.
I think so, yeah.
So congrats on that.
You two have got to be the biggest morons ever, talking live on your radio station about how the Tampa Bay Rays are cheaters. Really? What a bunch of effing sore-losing babies you are. Y'all can't stand the fact that a team that has the payroll a third of what your bleep-ass Yankees have are killing it. So sad to me and a lot of people that you morons can't fathom the idea that they're just a great team. The Rays, obviously. You all look and sounded so stupid making accusations that the Rays are cheating. You can't stand the fact that the Rays came from behind a 6-0 lead and beat your beloved Yankees. Why don't you a-holes keep your moronic comments to yourself and not blast them on social media like a bunch of sore-losing crybabies? You look stupid. You're lucky I don't live up there because I'd personally pay you a visit and tell you how I really feel to your ugly, fat New York faces. From a very devoted Tampa Bay Rays fan, P.S. This station sucks. Your people suck. New Yorkers suck. Yankees suck. Evan Ugly, red-headed stepchild Roberts sucks. Craig, ugly, bald-headed freak Carton sucks. Keep your big, fat, effing mouth shut, mother effers.
Wow.
And that's how my day began.
That's a letter, man. I'm just impressed that you didn't make any, jokes about someone named Butch. I'm pleased about that.
I mean,
or Bubba, I think is the phrase you usually get.
Yeah, I'm tired of those for sure.
And he didn't go there, so I appreciate that.
I mean, that is a commitment to Tampa Bay baseball that I honestly, God, did not think existed.
Listen, I'm just a simple man, okay? Since that discussion that we had, the Tampa Bay Rays have played 23 baseball games. They're 12-11.
There you go, 500.
Just saying. That's it. Just giving you some numbers.
12-11 since Evan accused them of being cheaters.
No.
Now,
I just questioned a lot of stuff.
Evan, a lot of times on this show, things are said, and one of us criticizes the other one's take on it. Mm-hmm. We do it with great vitriol sometimes. We do it in a manner that does not allow the other person to even explain where they're coming from. And we do it in a manner in which I can't possibly be wrong because I feel so confident in my opinion on this that I'm just going to yell and scream at you until I force you into submission. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. So
sometimes, yeah.
I want to take you back 24 hours if I may.
Sure.
Yesterday on the show, I had an idea.
Yes. And
you poo-pooed my idea. You shot my idea down. You came up with some ridiculous math to back your stance up.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with math.
Yeah.
You had an idea,
and
I said to you, there are times when I would agree with that idea.
Yeah, I had an idea. I got my idea poo-pooed like I'm Thomas Edison with the light bulb. Right. And everyone goes, who needs light at night? I go to bed.
Right.
So yesterday I had this idea that whenever Aaron Judge is up, you should walk him.
Yes.
Whenever Ohtani's up, you should walk him.
Yes, you did say that.
And last night, as luck would have it, scoreless game, 2 outs, Top of the ninth inning.
By the way, before you get into this, top of the ninth inning, scoreless game, 2 outs and nobody on. Aaron Judge is up.
That's right.
What were you doing in that moment?
Sleeping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now continue.
Yeah, but I woke up to it. I can tell you that.
You woke up to me tweeting about it.
I woke up to a lot of people tweeting about it. So last night, Seattle Mariners, obviously fans of our show, realized 2 men out, nobody on base, in a tie game, albeit scoreless, but a tie game.
Rep.
They put the winning run, in theory, on first base.
Correct.
By intentionally walking Aaron Judge.
Correct.
Bang. They get out of the inning. They win in extra innings, 1-0 over the Yanks.
Proves me correct. Thank you very much.
No, it does not prove you correct.
I'll tell you why.
So once again, my genius.
Hold on.
Coming up with an idea pays dividends for the Mariners.
So,
now, hang on one second. I'll let you got all day.
Because I got math.
All right.
I got good math.
Now, let's go to California.
Yeah.
Where the Angels play. Shohei Ohtani, they decide not to intentionally walk him every at-bat. And what did he do last night, Ev?
I had a couple of home runs in the afternoon.
How many home runs?
2 of them.
Yeah. So my point yesterday, if there's ever a day for me to ask a question, make a suggestion, and have something happen in not 1 but 2 games, yesterday was the perfect day for me.
So
my
retort to you is there are certain situations in which it makes sense, right? With 2 outs and nobody on of a tie game in the 9th inning, it makes sense. And you want to know why? Math. Here's the math. Aaron Judge hits a home run 9% of the time, right? We went over that yesterday. 9% of the time. See my fingers?
Yeah.
9. How often does a runner score when there's 2 outs and a runner on first base?
I have no idea.
I got the answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
6% of the time. So you basically said to yourself, I'll take the 6% chance the run scores in facing Willie Calhoun versus the 9% chance Aaron Judge hits a home run. And that, my friend, is math.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
877-337-6666. It's just so funny that we happen to be talking about it yesterday, and the exact situation presented itself where Aaron Judge is up, a swing of the bat in theory could win them the game, and Seattle says, we're not letting you beat us on a 9th inning home run, take first base. And it looked like, obviously I went back and watched the highlights of it, that there was some conversation about it.
Well, yeah, it was like
it wasn't like a unanimous, I just walk. It was like some talk.
I think it took us all by surprise because we mentioned this yesterday. Aaron Judge has been intentionally walked 3 times all season long.
Yeah.
And with 2 outs and nobody on and Paul Sewald on the mound, it was just like, all right, he'll be careful with him. He's not going to give him a cookie, but they're going to face him because we haven't seen managers do this. And I guess Scott Service listens to the show, big fan of some of your opinions, said, you know what, I'll take the 6% chance Willie Calhoun drives him in. Let me put Aaron Judge on base. And for the Seattle Mariners, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. 1-0. And for an offense that has been killing it, if you're a diehard Yankee fan, please tell me no one's complaining about Aaron Boone last night, that we're just going to eat the loss because every once in a while you don't score 10 runs in a game and you lose a game on the road.
You would like to think so.
I'd like to
but I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning arguing with people because I'm a moron.
Well, the only thing I questioned was Anthony Rizzo because before the game, Aaron Boone said he's available and he's not starting. So when Kyle Higashioka's spot comes up with bases loaded, 2 outs in the 10th, and you use Franchi Cordero instead of Anthony Rizzo, it's only natural to say, what's up with that? I thought he was available.
Because Cordero didn't deliver.
No. It doesn't matter if he delivered. Anthony Rizzo's a better option than Franchi Cordero.
If Cordero hits a grand slam or laces a double to right center, you ain't saying nothing.
No. Listen, some people will choose not to criticize things even when your team wins. Like, I think it's okay, even when your team wins or loses, you can criticize the move. I think it was more, and this is what we have to accept here. Aaron Boone lied to us, and that's okay. Like, what Aaron Boone decided to do was he wasn't going to telegraph the fact that Anthony Rizzo wasn't available last night. So instead of telling us he's not available, he let the Mariners and us as baseball fans think he was.
Well, I think that's gamesmanship with the Mariners,
That's why I agree. There's really nothing to kill here.
Right.
They didn't think he was healthy enough to pinch hit last night because obviously Aaron Boone is going to send up Anthony Rizzo with the bases loaded over Franchi Cordero.
To me, that's gamesmanship. They wanted the Mariners to think he's an available bat off the bench. Maybe it changes what they do when it comes to relief pitching, I suppose. But look, the Yankees offense has been in a zone, man. They've been killing it lately. And now all of a sudden you're going to say, oh, you lose a game 1-0. Let's yell and scream at the manager. It's just so stupid to me.
Sometimes you get frustrated, just want to yell at people.
Yeah. Yep. Now, by the way,
they got robbed 5 times defensively. J.P. Crawford looked great. There was a great catch in the outfield. The Mariners played a great glove game. It happens.
Listen, you're also going to notice something throughout this afternoon, and it just reared its head. It's frankly, it's so obnoxiously obvious.
I did nothing.
Evan was having a good old time. We're talking about something. He got distracted because Mark Canha just hit a 2-run home run to give the New York Mets a 3-2 lead over the Phillies.
6 RBIs in the last 2 games.
And Evan went from a serious conversation about whether or not Rizzo should bat to, well,
I was excited to do. They played well on the defense. Did you see the home run?
You just got all sing-songy over there like it ain't that big a deal.
Listen, man, I only have 2 words for you. And if there's anybody in this town that can understand it, it's Craig Carton. Foo Philly.
Foo Philly is right. I'll take the sweep out of the New York Mets. Let's rock.
Hold on. I haven't swept anything yet.
3 games over 500. It'll be nice.
Deep breath.
It'll be nice. Nice.
But you know what? When you score 10 runs in 3 straight games, there's a chance that you're going to have a game in which you don't hit. And they did hit into a lot of bad luck last night. But obviously that opportunity in the 10th inning was the big one, and they failed.
And they faced a great pitcher. Kirby is a young, talented kid.
Yeah, he's very good.
That was very impressive.
The Yankee loss last night means nothing to me. It would have been nice to steal a run and win the game.
Well, it would be nice
for take 2 out of 3.
It would be nice for Anthony Volpe with bases loaded, 1 out, to just hit the ball to the outfield, and then you're up 1-0. Maybe you win. Instead, he hits a little tapper to third base.
877-337-6666. We got the baseball for you. Obviously, we'll do more Mets after the game, but if things happen throughout the game, we'll certainly address them with you. Yankees trying to salvage the series tonight.
No, they don't play tonight.
I apologize.
They won the series, and they move on.
They won the series, and who
they go to L.A. to face the Dodgers.
And Stanton is back.
And you know what?
And Canely is back, and one other guy, too.
Yeah, Josh Donaldson.
Donaldson is back. They flew to L.A. yesterday.
What I'm so excited about, and tell me if Yankee fans, you remember this, okay? So the Yankees are playing the Dodgers, which is a rarity. It just started this year that you play everybody every year. That's a new thing. The last time the Yankees went to L.A., I was disgusted. Why? Do you remember what happened? Okay. Here they are, the New York bleeping Yankees at Dodger Stadium. The history, the tradition. You think back to the old World Series. You think back to Brooklyn. And they put the Yankees and the Dodgers in these ridiculous uniforms. I did not recognize them. I was disgusted by them. Okay. And I am assuming that this weekend we're going to see the traditional Dodger home whites, the Yankee road grays, and we're not going to be punished by the most disgusting allotment of jerseys in the history of baseball. And if you haven't seen them, Craig, because you were busy at this time, look it up.
I will.
It's the ugliest jerseys in the history of baseball. And what I'm excited about is we're going to get to see Yankees-Dodgers, and it's going to look like Yankees-Dodgers.
All right, well, we're looking forward to that. We've got NBA Finals Game 1 starts tonight. My gut is that nobody in New York cares, as it's the Miami Heat against the Denver Nuggets. Sadly, I think only a few people even care about the Stanley Cup Finals, which starts on Saturday. So we got that going on tonight. And there was one other thing I wanted to bring up before we take a quick break.
Oh.
What the heck was
You should bring it up. I give you credit for it.
Yes. What did I do?
So let me walk you through your brilliance. Yeah. He doesn't even know. That's what's the best part about this. All of a sudden, Craig randomly tells us on Tuesday, I've had this kick for Broadway music.
Yeah.
And he starts naming the Broadway songs he was listening to.
Yeah, Defying Gravity, Wicked, On My Own,
Stop right there.
Rob.
Wicked,
right?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, Wicked. All of a sudden, last night in New York City, clearly because they're inspired by Craig Carton's music list, guess who went to see Wicked?
Guess who went to see Wicked?
All the quarterbacks on the Jets not named Zach Wilson. Chris Streveler.
Oh, is that right?
Tim Boyle, C.J. Uzama, let's bring a tight end. Yeah. And then, of course, the man himself.
Aaron Rodgers went to see Wicked last night. Is that right?
Yes.
Why didn't Zach Wilson go?
I don't know. That's the first thing that jumped out at me when I saw the picture.
Wicked's one of the great Broadway shows of all time.
Aaron Rodgers brought 3 teammates.
Go ahead.
C.J. Uzama, cool.
Yep.
And then 2 guys from the quarterback room, the newly acquired Timmy Boyle.
Yeah, he was his the third-string backup in Green Bay.
Chris Streveler.
Who's a special teamer who also plays a little quarterback.
And that's it. No Zach Wilson.
That's all. I mean, you talk about enjoying New York. Right? I mean, this guy, Taylor Swift on Saturday, Wicked on Wednesday. You got Garrett Wilson at Citi Field throwing out the first pitch to his old Pop Warner teammate and Brett Beatty. You got Rangers games. You got Nick games. And he can't practice because he's got a bad calf. I love it. I love it. I love it. A little culture from my main man, Aaron Rodgers. I was also told that Robert Saleh was made aware of my comments about our pending golf game yesterday and how much I adore that Gotham Football Club sweatshirt, which I asked Tommy to get me one from Fanatics, and I assume he has not yet made that request because that's the way things usually go. I've got to ask twice. Am I correct about that, Tommy, or no?
So, yes, you're correct.
Yeah, okay, exactly right. You do not need to ask Fanatics for that sweatshirt. Thank you. Because someone else is sending it to me.
Who's that? The coach? Boy, he's kissing that ass,
I've
isn't
always told you what a great coach Robert Saleh is.
There it is. You know, he didn't really screw up with timeouts last year. It was the timeouts that screwed up, not Robert
you
Saleh.
can't blame Robert Saleh for losing those games to the Patriots. I would have punted down the middle of the field, too.
I would have kept Zach Wilson in, too.
Oh,
sure.
yeah. All right, listen, we'll get all your calls. We got lots to do. From Aaron Rodgers going to Broadway. You got the Yankees losing last night off to L.A. You got the Mets trying to hang on against the Phillies this afternoon. We got the NBA Finals Game 1 tonight and lots more. It is Carton and Roberts on the Fan.